Whoop! I'm back. All right, let's do this. Let's make mistakes. 16 personalities. Free test. The 16 personalities. All right, let's. Love to debase myself before the machine. Let's see what happens. Dude, let's see. All right, I'm gonna trust my gut answer on these. I regularly make new friends. Yes. I spend a lot of time. Let's see. A lot of my free time exploring random topics that pique my interest. Especially lately, yeah. Seeing other people cry can easily make me feel... Yes, that's true. You often make a backup plan for a backup plan. That's what backup streams are for. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. You know, generally pretty true lately. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Okay, yes. This is also true. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. No, I tend to bounce around. You're very sentimental. Yes. You like to use organizing tools and schedule lists. Honestly, I should. I don't use them as often as someone with attention deficit should. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. You know what? I'm gonna give that a slight agree. Let's see. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall... Oh, yes. Yes, small mistakes can devastate... You know what? Actually, no. Fuck that. I take that back. I have confidence now. I know that I'm pretty good. Do you feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation? No. You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analyses of creative works. That is definitely not true. I am here for your fan canon. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart? No, not lately. Like, I can have confidence and still be afraid of a 5-minute phone call. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particularly daily routine. That's also true. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on the people you meet. Depends. I tend to be pretty self-conscious. I hate group work. No, actually, take that back. I like specific things. Neutral. That's a neutral one. I do like ambiguous endings. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things. Yes, I get much more satisfaction from helping people than I get from my own successes. You are interested in so many things that you've... Yes, that's why I'm a VTuber. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Yeah. Hello, neuroticism. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. Actually, no. Lately, I've been stepping up more. You are definitely not an artistic type of person. You know, I can draw hands sometimes. I'm gonna say no. I am definitely... I think I'm a more artistic person. Even if my art is shitposty, that is still valuable. I make art. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on feelings? I think I disagree. Good point. Being artistic doesn't mean you're good at it. Let's see. You prefer to do chores before allowing yourself to relax. Actually, yeah. I tend to like... I know that I stream better when the dishes are done. No, I do not like watching people argue. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. Which is a big problem when you stream. Do not observe me, but also maybe observe me. Sometimes, if you like, I guess. Your mood can change very quickly. I tend to be pretty positive lately. You lose patience with people. That's still a bad habit of mine. Yeah, watch my streams, but don't watch me. This is just an ADD diagnostic question. Actually, I'm pretty good at getting, as long as I schedule things, I'm good at getting them done ahead of time. You always have been fascinated by the question, what if anything happens after death? Is there life after graduation? Well, I hope so. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Fuck. It's funny because I used to all my questions used to be mega introverted, and I know that I'm probably gonna get an E this time. You become bored or lose interest when discussions get highly. Oh no, I love theory. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose expectations or experiences are very different than yours. Actually, kind of yeah. You usually postpone finalization until it's. Yep. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. No. Buddy, if I liked anything about myself, I would still be here, and I do. But whether or not I second guess the choices that I made, Lord, everyone, who doesn't? Who doesn't second guess the choices that they make? Look, the process of designing this character was a gauntlet of going through and designing and redesigning and eventually coming back to exactly the point I started at. All right, after a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. Sometimes. I fucking love art museums. All right. You have a hard time understanding. No, usually I'm pretty good at understanding people. Me, an empath, I do have an easy time understanding people's feelings. Music. All right. You like to have a to-do list. Yes. You rarely feel insecure. Ordinarily, I would always be here. I'm like here now. That's progress. We take those. You avoid making phone calls. Yes. Nothing terrifies me more than finding out I have to call my doctor instead of being able to text them through an app. That is horrifying. No one should, and I wouldn't wish that on anyone. A phone call? Not even once. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are different than your own. Yeah. In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. Usually yes, but I don't like it. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. No, sometimes you go with the flow. Alright. You are still bothered by a mistake. Yes. I am still bothered by mistakes I made a long time ago. You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence and the meaning of life. No, I definitely do that. Your emotions control you more than you control them. I disagree. And you take great care not to make people look bad even when it's complete. That's actually very true. The number of times that I have caught someone like hacking up or making a mistake and then covered for them. Good luck. It's not my position to call people out. I cover for people all the time at work. Sometimes even like fall on the sword and we'll take the blame for it. All right. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and yeah. I'll agree a little bit. I tend to have like longer term projects, but definitely get like into rabbit holes on stuff. And that's how we end up with the Malort VTuber. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take for them to feel disappointed in you. That's a big agree that I'm not proud of. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. I'm gonna maybe agree on that one. Nah. I mean, it depends. I don't think you should be that scared. I think I tend to be a pretty... I'm probably pretty typical to most people that are on the internet. And anyone that would be watching a psychology lecture on Twitch. That's a disagree. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres and intimate, quiet places. I think there's a time and place for both. You know at first glance, oh, are you an empath? Me, an empath, looking at someone, I know exactly how they are feeling. Fuck no. I'm not an empath. You often feel overwhelmed. Also progress. Baby progress. Baby progress. I don't feel overwhelmed as often as I used to. You complete things methodologically without skipping over any steps. I almost never read the instructions. You are intrigued by things labeled as controversial. No. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. I've done that, actually. I do struggle a little bit with deadlines. I'm gonna give that a slight agree. You feel confident that things will work out for you. That's a good question. You know what? I agree. In this moment, I have my hot chalky. I'm taking the MBTI for content. I think things are okay. I think things will maybe be rough and maybe not always be great. But I have confidence that if I keep working and I keep trying to be genuine about things, it'll work out in the end. All right. I like how they give you a binary gender. Oh, other. Let's see other. What does other get me? INFP? What? Get the fuck out of here. I'm not a fucking INFP. All right, so where did I end up here? So according to this, I'm introverted, big surprise. I tend to be more intuitive. That tends to be pretty consistent over time. Get the mediator outfit. Oh gosh. Nature. Hey, look, I can take things for fun. So nature. Interesting. So I used to be, like, speaking of personality, I used to be very hard on the T end of this, on thinking. And then I think in part we were talking about big changes in life, and like transitioning, I think really is reflected here in the MBTI, because consistently I went from being very hard on the thinking part to being very hard on the feeling part. So just fun things. And let's see, tactics. Let's see, that's interesting. That I went from, because I was INFJ. I'm usually like pretty evenly split here. So like, depending on which way the wind is blowing, I end up either judging or perceiving, or prospecting. All right, so identity. The trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. Turns out I have anxiety. I could have told you that. All right, so let's take this. INFP. What anime characters are INFP? Let's see. Give me my Myers-Briggs Kin. Let's see. Ooh, INFP. All right. What we got here? What do we got? Woo! Oh wow! Oh, that's a hard call out right there. Assign Shinji at birth. Let's see. All right, let's have some fun here. Shinji. Okay. All right. I'm personally attacked. Kaneki Ken. She. Unravel plays softly in the background. Gara from. You have the personality of a traumatized teenager. Oh god, how bad does this get? Okay, Lugosi. Oh fuck, no, that doesn't make it better. Actually, that doesn't make it better. That's pretty bad. Getting Tomoko too. Okay, like we might be fucked here. Might just be fucked. Let's see. I got Shinji Ikari twice! Love that I got fucking Kaneki Ken and Shinji Ikari. Just like, tell me to fuck off already. And since this is like split here, let's do an INFJ and see what's here. Oh, Kaoru. I got Shinji and I'm split between Shinji and Kaoru. There are two wolves inside of you. You are gay. So like what we got here in the in INFJ. Kaneki Ken again. All right, I'm gonna have to embrace it. I have Tokyo Ghoul energy. Also a big, right? Oh, Komeda. I've been assigned Komeda. I'm a Komeda. Yeah, I'm just getting that I have the personality of a traumatized teenager. Like that's all that I'm taking away from this.